Hey, Crucible Arms here. We've got Matt from Smith Wesson. He's going to take us through the M&P, the new stuff on the M&P pistols. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the M&P line. It's my personal duty pistol. So, Matt, if you'll take us through some of the new
Kevin,
stuff, I
I'd be
appreciate
happy to. As you mentioned, the M&P has been extremely popular for Smith Wesson ever since it was introduced, not only with the law enforcement agencies, recreational shooters, concealed carry, and also the competition shooters. This year we've got some new line extensions. We're doing the M&P 9 and 40, full size and compact, in a nice dark earth finish. Previously, the dark earth finish was only available on the M&P 45, so now we're making it available on the 9 and the 40. So
and that's what I've got.
some color options.
I bought the range kit that's got the flat dark earth and black back straps. It's a nice look.
It is a good look. Another good look for this year is the carbon fiber finish. We're also doing this in a 9 and a 40, full size and compact, with a nice carbon fiber finish. So giving you those extra options that a lot of people like to personalize the gun, make it stick out a little bit more.
I don't know how well that's coming through, but I can tell you it's really a cool look, and it's got a nice feel as well. It's got a good tactile feel to it.
It does. It certainly does. The other thing we're doing this year is some threaded barrel kits. Who doesn't like shooting a suppressor? So
we're in Minnesota. We're one of the very few states that you can't. But we're working on it.
We're working on changing
that. This legislative session, we're looking to get it through. So
well, I'm from Oklahoma, and we just now started opening up some
Did
laws,
you? Okay.
We really enjoy that. But the M&P is now available in a threaded barrel option. So not only do you get the factory installed barrel, but you also get a threaded barrel with the gun. So you're looking at about a $175 value.
Okay, so you get both barrels.
You get 2 barrels.
Okay.
2 barrels, 1 gun. The other features on the 9 and the 45 remain the same. Still have that nice polymer frame, interchangeable palm swells, stainless steel slide with that corrosion-resistant finish. So
cool.
Another M&P.
All right.
Another thing you're going to see this year is the continuation with our partnership with Crimson Trace. This year we're offering our popular M&P Shield in 9 and 40 with a green Crimson Trace laser guard. So not only do you have that nice high visible sight, you know, previously red was a very popular option, but now green is really catching on. You see it a lot better in daytime, and it's actually got a longer radius.
Yeah.
So
now, are you offering that in without the thumb safety as well?
Yes. So you've got the thumb safety model and then the non-thumb safety model, like the Shield up here. So you've got a couple of options there as well.
With the Crimson Trace.
With the Crimson Trace.
Okay. Cool. All right. Hey, take us through the ported line. And
would love to. I'm sure your viewers are familiar with the core system, Competition optics ready equipment. What we've done with the M&P and the core, the Pro Series, is offered you a way to easily mount your brackets. So the saver comes off, 5 mounting brackets come with the gun. You match it up to your corresponding popular red dot, which is going to fit almost all of them, and you're ready to go. But this year out of the Performance Center, we've added a little twist, and that's the ports. So now, both the 9 and 40, long slide and the 4 1/4, you have a nice M&P ported slide and barrel. So that was one of the requests we got from a lot of shooters. The ports on there really help level out that gun, reduce muzzle rise. You're doing some fast target shooting, allow you to stay on, keep your sights maintained. And then when you have that red dot capability, no gunsmithing really required. Very simple process.
Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to shoot the ported one yet, but I've heard really good things about it.
I noticed a big difference in the 40. Of course, everybody perceives recoil a little differently, but the 40 to me is very much improved with the additions of the ports.
It's a snappy round.
It is. You still get the new stippling in the back strap when we talk about the Pro Series, and in the Performance Center line, a little bit more aggressive. Gives you that nice firm grip, even in adverse weather conditions. The other thing you're going to notice is on the sights.
Yeah.
They've been heightened. So now with most of your red dots, you can get a true co-witness on the sights. Still have that Performance Center shear, nice 4.5 pound to 4 pound trigger pull, audible reset. And then they also have a trigger stop adjustment on the core model. So you can really help fine tune that exactly when you want that trigger to break on. So M&P ported Performance Center core models, new for Smith & Wesson.
How long has this particular 22 line been out?
This has been out since right around August of last year, so it's relatively new.
Yeah.
But you know, Smith & Wesson had a full-size M&P 22 rifle that was a 22 pistol that was made by Germany. We still have that in the line, but this year or last year, 2014, we introduced a compact version that's made entirely in the Springfield plant. What you have here is still the polymer frame, but on top you have an aluminum alloy slide, so it's a very nice lightweight. Really going after that tactical 22 market, a great training gun, a great gun for the whole family. I love it because the controls, the feel, really mimic my full-size M&P, so I have a lot of familiarity with that system, and who doesn't like shooting 22s? They're a lot of fun.
Well, that is one of the big advantages of 22, especially when you want to take a new shooter or introduce them to the sport, and then be able to move them into a 9 or into a 40 or eventually into a 45. When you can have all the controls in the same place, it just makes a ton of sense. And if you like the M&P line, you're going to like this.
And as you can see here, we have a lot of accessories that the M&P 22 comes with, or it's available with. You know, Smith Wesson has gotten very proactive in working with different accessory companies before a gun is introduced. So now you don't have to go find a holster. You don't have to go find a laser or a light accessory. We've got those ready. So as soon as the gun is introduced, just like you see here on this wall, all these accessories are available. They make that gun just a little bit more special.
Well, Matt, that's one of the real advantages to being Smith & Wesson is obviously when you guys do a product introduction, you know, the aftermarket companies, the holster companies, the accessory companies are all going to follow you. Well, you don't have to wait for them to, you know.
Well, they still have to tool up. They still have to make the molds. So when we can get them an early prototype, even if it's just a blue gun, they can work on it. And then when the gun's introduced, all these accessories, that makes it easier on the end user.
Well, what they know is they know that they're not going to build something that's going to sit on their shelf.
There you go.
They're going to be able to make it.
Got a good name behind it, and then you know they're going to do well. M&P 15. You know, we introduced that originally in the 5.56 or 223 variant. Now we're really broadening out the line. So not only have we maintained the 5.56, we also have a 300 Whisper or Blackout. So, and those, again, going back to the suppressors, when you can shoot those things suppressed, extremely quiet. We're also doing a 308, so bringing this into the hunting platform. One of the things I really wanted to call out on the 308 is the ambidexterity. If you look on the lower frame, not only do we have all of our familiar operating controls, our safety, our bullet catch, our magazine release, when I turn the rifle over, you've got them all there as well. So left-handed, right-handed, even in the field, if you have to make that shot, say I'm up in a deer stand, deer comes out on the wrong side, I can switch over and everything is going to maintain the same. So a great all-around gun, perfect for hunting, and keeping with that shorter barrel length, there's definitely an LE application for it as well. So good long-distance gun, nice caliber 308, keeping it in that popular MSR platform.
Tell me how the 300 Blackout round is doing for you. Is it still getting traction?
300 is doing well. You know, J.D. Jones, when they came out with the 300 Whisper and the 300 Blackout, it took a little while to get started, but once it got out, more guns became available. It's doing extremely well, and everybody likes it. Really for that suppressed capabilities, but a lot of people like to hunt with that gun. Offers you a little bit more velocity, a little bit more power than the 223, and I know the guys in Texas are having a lot of fun with all of the Blackout.
Well, I went with the 300 Blackout. I picked one up last year, and you know, I'm noticing the ammo prices are finally starting to come down. More people are jumping into it. You got the Sammy spec now, so it's working. And I tell you, personally, I love the round. I think it's a great round.
It's a really good round.
It runs really good in the platform, and like you say, you can take it hunting.
The magazine stays the same, so there's not a lot of a swap over, so you don't have to worry about retooling up for that. So a lot of simplicity, but as you can see, M&P is going to continue to evolve. You know, we have all the Picatinny options, new rail systems, mag pull accessories, Viking Tactics accessories. So just like the M&P, really helping you build that gun the way you want it.
So you got free floating rails if you want them. Say that 3 times fast. Okay.
So we've got a lot of options there, so we encourage you to go out and look at the M&P rifle, and while you're at it, go look at the M&P pistol.
Matt, thank you very much. Appreciate your time today.
Good to meet you.
Okay, bye-bye.